What's up guys, B-Boy Be Nice, Astronauty crew, and today I'm gonna teach you guys how to flare. Yeah, this is my first tutorial for the summer and hopefully it's good. So first off, when I started flares, it looked like this. And when they're done, by now, they look like this. Alright, so to get 2 flares or 3 flares, that took me a year. And for some people, it'll take longer. For some people, it'll take shorter. Good for you guys. But if it doesn't take you 1 year, if it takes longer, then don't give up, because you'll get it eventually. So, and to get to my flares where I am right now, it took me like 2 years almost. So yeah, my flares didn't get really good until like actually a couple months ago, so you gotta keep training them. So let's do this thing. Alright, you guys already know part 1, stretching. So, main stretches you need are these. Let's push down as far as possible. Tap toe, tap over here. Tap opposite hand, tap over here again. As low as possible. Alright? Now, bring them in. Butterfly stretch is always good. Don't forget about your wrists, warm them up. Back, whip them around, roll them. Make sure these are warmed up. You don't want any wrist injuries from flares. Now, some exercises you can do to make your flares good or get flares. There's the presses. It's basically handstand. What is the handstand? Like that one. No, the back one. One more time. One more time. You guys want that? At least 2 in a row without your feet touching the ground, okay? And yeah, sure, scream if you want to, alright? It's a hard exercise to get down. So those are some exercises I think are really important. Alright, yo, so part 2, launch. So in order to do the launch of the flare, you gotta know how to start the flare. Remember, I'm clockwise, so counterclockwise people, opposite way. So start off, make your right leg straight as possible. Now, make sure your hands, when you're moving with the flare, make sure they always land sideways. If they go forward, you break your fingers. I did them forward like that for a little while when I was practicing that. Almost broke my pinky and yeah, my pinky. Anyway, so don't do that. You don't want any broken fingers from flare. So sideways. Now, right leg straight, hand sideways. The hand goes where the shoulder is, or basically in the middle of your legs. Now, left leg is bent. This isn't how you start the flare. That's hard. You want this leg bent. Now, we're gonna learn to launch. So this leg is bent because when this leg swings, it stays straight the whole time. Now, this leg is bent so you can snap it. You want it bent because you're gonna swing and then snap it at your face. Snap it at your face. Like you're front kicking your face. For people who do taekwondo, you front kick at your face. That's why it's bent. So you can get some speed into your, so you can kick and then you'll make the launch better. So this leg swings into this leg, and remember, the legs do not touch. Don't actually kick that leg. You want them to, right before they touch, this leg snaps at your face. Bring it as close to your ear as possible. Don't actually kick your face because you'll hurt yourself. You don't want to hurt yourself. So now that we learned that, so start off the flare like this. Remember, if you're starting flares right now, don't start off with top rock. Just start like this. You can learn that later. So everything's in position, legs straight. Now this is just a launch, so alright? Snap down my face, so one more time. Alright? Now, remember, don't forget about your left hand. Right when this leg snaps at your face, you're gonna catch yourself with your left hand. Now, keep practicing that part only. Don't move on to any other part of the flare. Just learn the launch first. Don't try to go for one flare right away. Just get the launch. So, after practicing the launch, the only way you know you're ready to move on is if you can catch yourself with your left hand. So, this is what I mean by it. So I do the launch, and then I catch myself with my left hand, but my butt doesn't hit the ground, okay? My foot can touch the ground, but my butt can't touch the ground. So that's how you know if your left arm is strong enough to catch your flare and keep you up in the air. So one more time, launch, catch yourself, alright? My feet both hit the ground and it hurt, but my butt didn't touch the freaking ground, and that's what you want. Alright, so that's end of part 2, launch. Oh man, so you guys are all probably wondering, why you changed clothes or pants, huh? Well, I was editing a stupid video, and the camera was at a horrible angle, so all you could see was like my face, and oh my gosh, I'm not gonna make this again. And I just ate, so this part of the video might be bad. So this is part 3, I believe, and this is kick the other side of your face part. Yeah, that's what I call it, right? So, I believe I touched the launch. So we all learned the launch now. So the next part is you just kick the other side of your face now. Now, you want to get as close as possible to your ear or cheek with your knee. And the reason why you want to get so close to your face is because the closer you are to your face, the more space this leg has of going under and making it easier to complete your flare. So it's kind of like a windmill. After this leg kicks, do like a windmill swing but at your face, alright? And your hands are pushing the ground. So here's a launch and kick the other side of your face together. Oh god, my stomach. Alright, one more time. Alright, so close to your face, more space. And right, I'm a master rapper. What's up? People, be nice here again, and this is part 4, completing the flare. So, how to complete your flare. So I taught you how to launch, I taught you how to kick the other side of your face. Now, what you want to do is, after this leg is super close to your face, this leg, you have to swing it back, whip it back, and then complete your flare like that. Now, to know if you have one flare, is if you land the flare with straight legs like that. Alright? You don't want to land them like this, like this. You want to land it like this, so one more time. You do the launch, swing that leg at your face as close as possible. This leg has more space to swing under, and to the back. You want to swing all the way over to the corner. That's how you complete a flare. So here's one flare. So start, launch, swing, back. That was kind of bad, so I'll do it one more time. Launch, swing, back. Alright, so that's one good, decent flare. I don't think my flares are that good, but so yeah, now, here's a tip. Do not move on to 2 flares or multiple flares until you have one perfect or good flare. So here's some examples of not one legit flare. This is a bad one. Oh, one flare. No, one flare. Alright, so here's another bad example of a failed flare. Nope. Yeah, to know if you have a good flare, just land with straight legs, alright? So yeah, that's how you complete one flare. And do not move on to 2 flares until you got one good flare. How do you get to 2 flares? Well, I said it, you have one legit clean flare, right? Do not watch this part of the video if you don't have one flare. So go practice, go practice. But for those of you who have one flare, then keep watching. So, how do you move on to 2 flares? It's actually really easy. Lots of people say this is the hardest part, but I think the hardest part is just getting one flare. So, how do you get 2 flares? It's basically, what I find is the secret is you have to keep your legs far apart and straight. Now, while that happens, you also have to move your hands fast. And when you do finish one flare, you land like this, alright? You'll be like this in the air. So, when you move on to the second one, you don't do a launch again. You skip that part. You skip that part, forget about it, and you just kick out your left side of the face with this leg. So that this leg has more space to swing under. And then this leg kicks at your face again. And that's how you basically go to your second flare. So skip the launch and then kick it, swing your left leg at your face. Skip the launch. And then swing it again, and then you'll have 2 flares. Now, the hardest part of flares is this. The hardest part is just thinking about everything and putting it together. There's just so many parts of flares that you always forget about one part and then you'll fail your flare. So here are the most important parts that I think you need to think about when doing the flare. So first of all, you need to know that you gotta swing at your face. Swing the leg at this side of your face, swing this leg at this side of your face. Do not ever forget that. Now another part is moving your hands really fast. Move them really fast. Alright? You gotta move them fast and firm. You gotta fast, push, push, push. You gotta be like, you don't just slam it down hard, because then your hands will be very slow and your legs will get caught. So here's slow hand movement. See how my legs got caught in my hands and I wasn't able to continue my flares? Here's another example. See how they're moving too slow? You just gotta know that you gotta push firmly and fast and quick. You gotta just keep doing that. And I actually think that doing footwork helps you get that feeling. Alright? So now, another thing you gotta think about, so what we need to think about, or what I've told you so far is swing at your faces, swing at the side of your face, and push the ground hard and fast. Now another thing is that you gotta keep your legs apart, alright? Do not let them go like, don't ever let them go like that. You want them always like this. When it's like that, you want them like that. When you're up here, you're like that. When you're here like that, when you're in the front, you're like that. Never let them go above each other, alright? Unless you're doing some flare variation, but I'm not teaching, I'm teaching secret flares, alright? Whatever, just keep them apart. So that's what I think the secrets are. Swing at your face, get them as close as possible to your faces. Move your hands fast, and push firmly. Sounds weird. And then, keep them apart. If you just think about that, I think you'll know all the key important parts, and you should be able to get flares. Alright, so here's some secrets that I learned about flares that will help you get flares. So, some secrets I learned is you can practice on tile, take your shoes off, put some socks on, or you would burn your feet. Now, or you can practice on carpet like I am right now, put some socks on, because then you could slide a little. It's very slippery kind of. So this helps with flares because what I do is, the foot that's always on the bottom, I use that foot to push it around, but since I'm moving, it actually slides and pushes at the same time. So it guides my flares, but it's not like a legit flare, it just guides my flares and teaches me the motion and the feeling. So that's how I practice that. I use socks and I actually kind of my feet sliding on the floor. So if you watch some of my older power videos, you can actually see my foot pushing the ground as I do flares. So as you can see, I'll show you right now. Here's some examples. And if you do it, you should be able to do them pretty slowly like this. Here's some slow but cheap flares because I'm using the ground. See how I kind of push off to get higher in the front? That just taught me how my arms how it feels to flare, and it taught my legs how to keep them apart. Stay apart. So as you can see, when I'm on this side, oh shoot, I'm pushing off the ground as you can see, but I try to keep this leg apart or far away from this leg. But I'm touching the ground, so that's a little secret I had as I train my flares. I don't know if I explained it correctly, but if you get it and do it, it'll help a lot. And remember, always practice with some shoes on once in a while, because practicing flares with your shoes on is completely different than practicing flares without your shoes on, because the shoes just make your legs so much heavier and the rubber starts scraping the floor and it's just a lot harder to do flares. So always make sure you train with the shoes on so that when you do have flares, you can do flares with shoes on. Like for example, when I got flares, 2 flares without my shoes, I didn't get flares with my shoes on until like a month later. So remember, practice with shoes on too. Alright, so people, be nice. First tutorial over the summer. Sorry it's so late, but I hope you guys enjoyed that. And yeah, if you have any questions, comment below and I will answer them all. Unless you comment a year later, I might not know. But if you're very recent or if you have some new content, I'll reply. And I'll answer them as best as possible. You would be nice. Astronaut cool. Alright, here's some more flares. And even more flare. Blah!